This can't all be true.
Every word.
CIA Black Vault break-in.
Am I reading this correctly? The Kremlin bombing?
In fairness, the bomb was actually meant to kill him.
He gassed a security briefing.
That was just 2 months ago.
This explains the handcuffs. It's still not clear why he's here.
If we want to bring the world back from the brink, we have to deal with him.
Should he choose to accept? Smart people on every side are close to panicking. What exactly is your plan?
Hello, my name is Michael Morley, and I'm here to review Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who has directed every Mission Impossible movie since Rogue Nation. We see the return of Tom Cruise yet again as Ethan Hunt in the 8th installment of Mission Impossible 8. This was definitely the original title. Anyone remember Dead Reckoning Part 1, ladies and gentlemen? This was meant to be Dead Reckoning Part 2, but they just decided to drop the Part 2 and call it The Final Reckoning. This is about the AI operative that they are after, something to do with a submarine with a key. There is an entity that is AI. Ethan and his team have to find and annihilate this entity and stop it from taking over the world. This is supposedly meant to be the final installment of Mission Impossible. Supposedly. This movie is a bold sequel. It's very... Anybody who's a fan of this franchise, there's definitely a lot of love put into this sequel. I genuinely like this movie a lot. Here's my criticism. The first hour was long. There was a lot of conversation. Now, I did generally enjoy what was going on. They did a lot of throwbacks to past plots, to past sequels like Mission Impossible 3 and 4 and even 1 and 2. Basically, there was a recap to any of the fans to the people who haven't seen the past sequels. It's almost like there's a recap for people that kind of like, oh, I didn't know that. But they did tell us things that we didn't know. Stuff that happened in Mission Impossible 3 with the rabbit's foot, and past characters who have returned for this sequel, and even new characters who are connected to past characters that are, they did a lot of interesting things with that first hour. But I can imagine some people getting a bit sort of drowsy, a little bit fatigued watching that whole hour of just conversation or recap and getting to that mission. Once it gets to the second act and it passes that first hour, that's when it starts to really pick up. That's when it starts to get really, really entertaining. The submarine scene, stuff that Tom Cruise does underwater, and the stuff he does on the plane is absolutely phenomenal. Tom Cruise, man, he's the reason why people go back to the cinema. He does such phenomenal stunt work. He puts in all that love for us. And he's really doing it. People think, nah, that's all CGI, it's fake. No, that's him literally doing it. He prepares for months on end just to do that. He literally puts in the work to do those real stunts, and you can feel it. You can literally feel it when you're watching it. It's incredible. It's amazing. And I even love the cast. Simon Pegg as Benji Dunn, and then you got Ving Rhames back as Luthor, and these characters have been in it for so long. Like, I remember Simon Pegg being in Mission Impossible 3, and he was just this little side character that was only in like 2 scenes, and then he gets elevated to a bigger role in the 4th movie, and he's just become such a core element to the team, and he becomes the leader of the team in this one. So Simon Pegg is just incredible. Look, he has proven again that he is not just a comedic actor. He is a very good serious actor. And Ving Rhames, he has been in every single Mission Impossible movie with Tom Cruise, and he has such a heartfelt, emotional thing going on in this movie with his character, man. He has his moment, he has his arc, and It's just, you definitely feel like this is the last one, supposedly. I'm not saying that they're gonna, I mean, look, it's Hollywood, man. If this ends up making more than $500 or $600 million, I can guarantee you in the next 10 years, I'll probably do a sequel. But other than that, I did really enjoy this movie. It's not the best one in the franchise. It's not, I still think Ghost Protocol and Fallout were my favorites out of the bunch, but this one is definitely still a good, decent follow-up. And Christopher McQuarrie and Tom Cruise deserve a bow, they deserve a clap. Phenomenal work. There's a lot of love in this movie. 8 out of 10.
Your team has been betrayed, Ethan. All your secrets compromised.
Everything you are, everything you've done, has come to this.
You gave him an aircraft carrier?
Our lives are the sum of our choices. This is your calling, your destiny. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
I need you to trust me one last time.